Now, I would like to call upon Jivita for the invitation.
Shri Shayana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana Shri Shayana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana Narayana Hare Hare
Narayana
Hare Narayana Narahari
Narayana Narayana
Vaigundavasa Narayana Dehi Ramana
Narayana Sriman Narayana
Narayana Hare Narayana Nada Jana Paripala Narayana Shri Rapti Shayana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Shri Rapti Shayana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana.
Thank you, Jivita. Welcoming is a part of Indian culture followed for centuries. I would like to call upon Akila to formally welcome the gathering.
Hello, a cheerful evening to one and all present here. It's truly an excellent opportunity to extend a gracious welcome to all of you to this momentous occasion. I'm profusely elated to take this opportunity to welcome our resource person, Srimati and Sri Priya. She has been teaching for 32 years. She has been being the subject expert for CBSE board examinations for the past many years. She has produced many rank holders in the last 30 years. She has the credit of being a member for many budding entrepreneurs. We are incredibly pleased to have you with us, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. It's my pleasant duty to bid a convivial welcome to our chairman, Shri P. Satyanarayanan PON VIDYA MANDIR, and our beloved secretary, Srimati S. Welcome, sir, and welcome, ma'am. Vinodhan. Welcome, sir. It's a true pleasure for me to welcome our students and parents of grade 10. We warmly welcome you all to this beautiful program. Without any further ado, I would like to start this occasion by welcoming everybody once.
Thank you, Akila. Now I request our chief guest to take this platform to inspire the gathering.
Thank you, Sapnika. Thank you. Namaste, ma'am. Namaste, sir. So thank you for the opportunity given. So I could see most of the students over here. Thank you, Join. Thank you for joining this program. So I shall be going ahead with the option with the topic that is given to me. The options in commerce stream, why to choose commerce, what are all the gains that you'll be experiencing by taking up commerce group. So my main focus is full on commerce. If you have anything in between to share with, please raise your hand so that we shall take up the question answers at the end. Ma'am, may I start?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yes, ma'am, please, ma'am.
Thanks. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So to start with, why commerce? What is the reason? This is going to be our first discussion. Coming to, after completing your 10th standard, generally there is a doubt, tension, what next? Actually speaking, if you ask me, 10th standard is quite late to decide about what you want to do after 10th standard. By around 8th standard, 9th standard, you should be able to decide as to what you want to do, what you want to pursue further. That will be always better. So coming to the next one, what are the options available? What are the options available to you after class 10? So in general, there are 4 options. Option A is the physics, chemistry, then B is physics, chemistry, bio. So we broadly classify them into science and non-science broadly. So science, you have that the traditional ones like physics, chemistry, math, or physics, chemistry, bio, etc. And coming to the non-science area, you have commerce group with commerce, accountancy, economics, mathematics, marketing, informatics practices, applied mathematics, all these things. Then there is also a segment called the arts section, humanities section, where you will have history, political science, public administration, etc. So let us discuss in detail. Now, one field which has perennial demand, one field which has constant demand is the commerce group. Centuries will change, ages will change, but one thing remains constant is commerce. Now in the 18th century, it is agriculture. It was agriculture which was dominating the scene. Predominantly, people were engaged in agriculture, agri-based industries, etc. And majority of the population were living in villages, and more than 70% of the population were engaged in agriculture. Then the 19th and 20th centuries witnessed industries. So manufacturing sector, so industrial development started. So people started moving from villages to the cities in search of jobs, etc. Then the 21st century is transformed into IT sector, the logistics, services industries, business process outsourcing, etc. Now we find the cryptocurrencies, then virtual reality, everything. Now you find everywhere, ultimately, one thing is constant: money, which is a part of commerce. Fine. Everywhere, any occupation might change, but ultimately the field of finance, field of commerce will not have change at all. So fundamental principles remain to be the same, that commerce is always a constant one. So while every other field is getting changed into so many new factors, commerce remains to be the same. That is why it is said that commerce is the backbone of any business organization or any country. Now, what are the upcoming opportunities that are available? Why commerce? I am reinstating the fact as to why we need commerce. Why? What is the scope for commerce? Now, there are about 12 lakh companies as such existing in India. And almost every month you come across about 10,000 companies, and are about 4,000 limited liability partnership is being incorporated every month. I could hear somebody talking. Can I continue? Fine. So every month you find new companies coming, which means almost every year about 1,20,000 companies are coming, about 48,000 limited liability partnerships are coming up. Along with that, so this is one positive side, that so long as so many companies are coming up, accountants will have constant job. You take a minimum of two people per company for finance, for managing the accounting and finance part, etc. Imagine 1,20,000 companies in a year, 48,000 partnership business in a year, multiplied by 2 minimum. So minimum of 3 lakh people, the 3 lakh people will be getting jobs. Minimum, I'm talking about. And the flip side is, ma'am, somebody is talking, ma'am. Can I request the participant to mute yourselves, please?
Yes, ma'am, let's request. Mr. Amit, can you mute, please? Mute.
Please mute.
Everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I continue, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So one side you find a lot of employment opportunities on a favorite note when so many companies are coming up. On the other hand, there are companies which are going in for insolvency and bankruptcy, like they are not able to meet out their commitments, etc. For that also, accountants are required to prove that the company is not able to meet out the commitment, the company has become bankrupt. To prove, for that also, accountants are needed, commerce graduates are needed. Similarly, there are new labor laws coming up. For that, again, to know about all these things, commerce people are required. Then ever-evolving taxation laws like GST. Earlier, twice a year, the business organizations were filing taxes. Now, thanks to GST, about 24 tax filing they have to do minimum every year. So, for all these purposes, commerce graduates are very much essential. Apart from that, thanks to our Prime Minister's wonderful scope that is given for the entrepreneurs, you find a lot of startup companies coming up, and the number of companies which are included in the stock exchange are increasing. Then Make in India projects and other initiatives suggested by the government of India, giving more scope for more industries, more companies coming up. So if you are a professionally qualified finance person, you go in for managing director, COO, etc. You qualify as a BCom person or any other commerce related course, for sure you get a job. For sure, 100% you get a job. Perennially, there are job opportunities in commerce field. Why commerce? The next one. So you all must be wondering as to why should you choose commerce? Why? Because generally there is a myth that 11th and 12th means we should take science. What are you going to do after science? With the due apologies to the science people, I'm not undermining science people. I'm only trying to highlight the significance of commerce group. Now, science, you have n number of engineers now. Unless and until you choose a very reputed engineering college, your job opportunity is a big question mark. Medicine with the NEET, etc. Yes, you get into that. But for about 9 years minimum, 5 years plus 1 year internship at this one house surgency, 6 years plus 2 years of super specialization, preparation for all these things. So after 10th standard, 2 years of 12th standard plus 7-8 years of degree for education, you become a doctor at the age of 27-28. By the time you settle down, it will be 30, establishing yourself. Yes, it is a very big task, no doubt at all. But such a strain is not there at all as far as commerce group is concerned. Very relevant to real life condition. That is the biggest plus point of commerce group. Very, very relevant to real life situations. You will be able to easily understand what is happening and you can adapt yourself to the changes that way. So very relevant to real life conditions. Easy, ever open job opportunity. Even at the age of 78, 80, I have my uncle who is a cost accountant and a company secretary. He was a company secretary for a leading pharmaceutical company and then to a FMCG. Now he is a company, he continues to be a finance advisor for one of the leading organizations in Chennai with more than about 80 to 90,000 per month salary at the age of 80. Imagine, which is impossible for any other branch of knowledge. Then the type of skills that you learn, fine, it is very relevant to the industry. That is again the biggest advantage. Now a typist job may go out because the advent of computers, so many other things. That way, so many things go out of the market and new things come. But even with the latest sophisticated computer and this one artificial intelligence, etc., commerce brain will not fade. His presence is very much essential. So a commerce person will have a perennial, constantly demanded one. Similarly, the syllabus, commerce syllabus is ever changing, and especially CBSE commerce, seriously at par with Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, syllabus introduced by ICAI. And please remember, CBSE is the only accredited body across the world by the ICAI. To that extent, CBSE keeps amending the syllabus of commerce whenever ICAI brings in changes. That means the students of commerce group in CBSE will be easily getting into the CA line because they just have a smooth sailing because of the upgraded syllabus at the 11th and 12th level itself. So your knowledge level is too high. and the learning process is very, very comfortable. Continuation of commerce group. Now the courses are very much adaptable in the sense the courses after 12th standard, the professional courses, etc. You can choose a career depending upon your interest, that is your aptitude. You can go in for any line of activities in the field. You want to go for CA, CS, or you want to go for management accounting, or you want to go for a management course, you can do that. Similarly, it depends upon the risk appetite that you have. You want to take up risk, yes, you can do it by going in for CA or writing CAT exams, etc. Or you want to take less chances, go for a regular BCom, MCom, then you go for this one or any other course related to finance and get into job. Similarly, depending upon your financial capability, you can choose your course. You can go for management accounting in international financial management, the courses on management in international organizations like Harvard or Cambridge or Great Lakes, etc. Or you don't want to spend much, you can go for any professional course. Please remember, even to become a chartered accountant, you need to spend only 1/10 of the money which an engineer will be spending to qualify himself for an employment. To that extent, the courses are very cheap but highly lucrative. These courses, the commerce courses, are always giving scope for further learning. And one more advantage is you can do any professional course when you are employed also. Say, for example, a lawyer can simultaneously do company secretaryship to become the legal advisor of a company or become a company secretary with a law background also. A bank employee can go for further courses and become a high-profile person. I know a person who has become a chartered accountant at the age of 55. So far, he was drawing a salary of about 30,000-40,000 rupees as a clerk. In the same organization, from the next day after he qualified as a chartered accountant, the salary became triple and he was called as a manager, and then he further proceeded. So that way, you can upscale yourself even during employment. So that way. And one more advantage is a long tenure. That in the sense I told you already, until our life ends, we can be in job. That way, it is a very, very long tenured and trusted jobs. That way we have to take it. Okay, fine. So far, I have given you all the introduction about why commerce, why should we take commerce, what is the scope, etc. By now, I'm sure that you would have made up your mind to take up commerce, because you know pretty well that at the age of 19 or 20, you are employable. If you take commerce group, for sure, 20 and a half, 17 and a half, you finish your 12th standard, 20 and a half, you become employable. So that way, it is really good. So by now, probably, you would have set your mind for taking up the commerce group. Now, I'm just going to go a little further. Now, I'm just visualizing that you have decided to take up commerce. You are into commerce. Now, what is life after class 12? That we are going to discuss now. What are the further courses after class 12 when you take up commerce? So there are several courses in commerce group. Fine. Now, I'm broadly classifying the courses into two: college course and professional course. Why? Because you either decide to complete your college and go for a job and then take up further education, etc. Or after class 12, straight away going for a professional course and taking up your academics like, BCom, BA corporate, or all these things in a distance mode. You can do that. Now, I'm just going to go further about that. If you're going to choose the first option of college course, so you want to decide that you want to go for a regular typical college life. So that being the case, there are many degree courses offered by various universities, and you have courses in BCom, you have BCom regular, BCom honors, BCom CS, that is company secretaryship. Then you have BCom marketing management. Then you have BISM, Bachelor of Information Systems Management. Then you have the BBA, BSc Finance. That way you have many courses. offered by so many international colleges also. You have colleges in, say, Delhi University colleges, you have high reputation. All the institutions, majority of the colleges offer all these things. In fact, there are colleges in Chennai or maybe even in Tamil Nadu that they have closed certain science departments because there are no takers, because students are constantly going into engineering colleges. Whereas in all the colleges, the most demanded courses are the BCom courses. Fully, every college is full. Every college, there are wait lists only for commerce department, and there are departments who are waiting for students to join that way. So you have college degrees, then you have the BBA and BSc Finance, then you have law offered by colleges like Ambedkar Law College, School of Excellence, etc. 5-year integrated courses. You have BCom LLB, BA LLB, like in the sense you have parallelly you learn the regular BCom BA classes plus the law courses also. So you will be given a degree by the university, BCom LLB, BA LLB, BSc LLB, BCA LLB. That way there are so many courses offered under law also. Now continuing with the same, what are the advantages of taking up college courses? If you're going to go for regular colleges or going in for the traditional degree, etc., what are the advantages? First and foremost, the thing is nowadays almost every college is offering campus placements. Even science and arts colleges, they are offering campus placements, and leading industries like the Google or the Ernst & Young or the PwC go to the colleges for campus recruitment. So students are recruited as finance analysts this way. So that way there are ample opportunities. So job opportunities are there. So you don't need to be a professional to get a job. Definitely you will get a job. Later you can become a professional also. You can be employed as well as simultaneously you can do professional courses also, by which what happens, the family is not running short of income, but at the same time you are able to enhance your qualification. Then after college, if you go for professional courses, one more advantage is you are matured enough to decide what professional course to go, and you have a strong base at the college level, what to do and what not to do, which one will be better, how long should the course be, at what level will I start getting more income. These things you can decide, and which professional course to do, those things also very thing. Then for courses like combined defense services and civil services, CDS and civil services, a student must be a regular college education. Find a student must have completed regular college. Even for CAT, for example, you want to do management courses in reputed organizations, a candidate must have gone to regular colleging. This CAT qualified IAMs, they give better credit to the candidates who have qualified through formal colleging instead of distance mode. So that way, that is one more advantage. The next, okay, fine. So we have completed discussing about the regular college life, etc. Why college and why should a person do that, and what are the courses available, etc. And what are the advantages. Please remember there is a flip side also for going to for going to the colleges. There's a flip side also. Flip side also it is there. Okay, what is that flip side? Definitely a regular degree holder will get employability, salary part of it will be definitely comparatively lower than the ones who are professionals. Obviously the professionally qualified people will get better pay package and better employability. So now let us look for why professionals. So why professionals? So just a minute, sorry. Thanks, sorry. Now, why professional courses? Number one, it is very challenging. So those who are adventurous in nature, those who feel that they should achieve something very different from that of others. Those who look for some very creative thinking or very critical thinking areas, for them professional courses are the big one, big boon. They can definitely do wonders. And professional courses have two big options. One, in terms of employment, they get highly paid job packages. One of my students who qualified as a chartered accountant at the age of 21 years and 15 days, when he got the result of CA, he was 21 years and 15 days old, and he got All India 18th rank. So he was directly taken up by ITC, directly, just a hot cake. And when he was, even before he became 21 and a half, he started earning a pay package of around 24 lakhs per annum, which means 2 lakh per annum per month is his pay package. And mind you, taking even 60 as the age of retirement, he has 39 years of employability. And post-retirement, obviously, with the qualification and that many years of experience, he will easily get a job placement, or he will continue to be, he will take up the profession as a practicing chartered accountant. So till his end, he will be earning. So that way, his earning capacity becomes very, very good. And you find so many professionals in the commerce field, starting their own companies, their own industries, and doing so good. So they can go for employment, or they can go for an entrepreneurship also. And their earning capacity is based on their individual wish. So they can earn anything. If they want to be employees, then they will get a fixed return on investment on a regular basis. They don't want to go for industry. They want to go for practice. Again, the convenient working hours, the wide client contacts, then most importantly, the self-satisfaction, achieving something for themselves. So that way. And the practicing chartered accountants or company secretaries or management accountants are really respected in the society. The entrepreneurs, fine, they have high repute. They deserve a high repute, and they are recognized well by the society. And if a person is going to be an entrepreneur, obviously he will be able to influence the future generation very much. And as the size of the industry goes up, they can definitely have a great impact on the society. So this is the reason why a professional course should be chosen. Now going further, I'm not going to go in detail about each of the courses. Fine, I'm just giving you a broad framework, because you are now going to choose the course as commerce group. Once you enter into the course, slowly we will give you all the input as to what are the procedures to be followed for registering into CA course or CS course or management course or an advocate, that is the lawyer course. Fine, we have enormous input to give you. Now, I'm just reinstating, you have basically, and I've just highlighted only 4 major professional courses, but there are many more courses like HSCE, Humanities and Social Sciences Entrance Examination from the IIT Madras, or you have CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, then you have Actuarial Sciences. There are many more professional courses which are very, very lucrative and which have a wide scope also internationally. I'm not talking about Indian perspective also. For those who have a flair for abroad, for you, there are enormous opportunities in the field of commerce. You can think of going in for defense services also, combined defense services, wherein if you write the short service commission examinations, you get job placement as a lawyer, legal advisor, or you get placement in the auditor and accountant, controller of audit and accounts, defense accounting system. You get wide employment opportunities. Now, coming to these professional courses like CA, CS, CMA, etc., except the law courses, where you can do it as a regular one, or you can go for this distance education, parallelly doing one more professional course also. That way you have more opportunities. So except law, all other courses simultaneously can be done with the degree courses. Plus, Even learning these professional courses, you don't need to go to a college and do it. There are self-learning courses. You have modules which are sent to you, or you have coaching centers. Coaching centers who are doing excellent job. Many coaching centers are there. And if you are self-motivated, you will definitely be able to cope up with your self-learning process also. Law is an integrated course, 5 years integrated course. By joining coaching classes for CLAT entrance examinations by 12th standard, 11th standard end or 12th standard, you can start joining coaching classes for law for writing CLAT, Common Law Admission Test, after 12th standard. This year, the exam is in the month of July. You can go for the National Law School, the National Law University across the country. There are about 11 national law schools, which are very, very famous, premier institutions. Apart from that, there are so many deemed universities which are offering exclusive courses on law, like Symbiosis College of Law, etc. So, yes. And if one more thing is, most of these professional courses can be pursued along with degree courses. So that way also it is very, very advantageous. So you don't lose anything. Only thing is you should have the aspiration. You must have the aspiration that at the age of 21, 22, I should be a professional and I should have the employability. If you have that determination, when the age is favoring you, when you have so much of input from various sources, you should be able to capitalize the opportunity that is given to you, and by which you are the winner. You are the winner, which you will not get if you are not going to take up commerce group. Definitely only by taking commerce group will you take all these advantages. You can check with your engineering counterparts, science counterparts. You can check with your any other counterparts if they are employable at the age of 20 or 21. I can challenge that they will not be even a qualified person to get an employment at the age of 20, 21, which Commerce Department will definitely give you the confidence. For sure, you are employable at the age of 20, 21. I'm very sure that I can give you 100% guarantee about that. Now, coming to chartered accountancy, if you're aspiring to do CA, what are all the opportunities that are available to you in what are the fields that you can enter into? So you can be an accounting person, like a traditional finalizing the accounts, etc. Or you can go in for corporate finance, treasury, then reporting. You can give reports about the financial strengths of the company, etc. Then auditing. Then you can go as a financial analyst. You can become professional directors of the company. The most important one, the growing one is this one, fraud detection and prevention. Now, there is one audit that is very famous in chartered accountancy is fraud audit. So you can go for a complete investigation about the malpractices, financial malpractices which are taking up, give a report on that to enable the companies to take correct, appropriate remedial actions. Similarly, taxation and advisory, very clear. Risk analysis, very clear. So in one field, CA itself, basically I have given you this much. Apart from that, there are human resource valuation, which is also a very important course which is coming up in CA. That way. Can I have somebody who's shading all these things? Samiha G. Sir, is there a possibility that anybody else can access to this?
Yeah, Tilak can try.
Through share screen, through share screen, we have that one option is there, ma'am. You can stop the annotation. You can stop the annotation for others. In share screen settings, you can see, ma'am. While Zoom shares settings.
Fine. Okay.
In Zoom settings, while you are sharing, in the corner dots, you will find.
You have more options.
Yes, sir. More option. In that, you will find stop annotation from others.
Okay, disable annotation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. I have done it. Thank you, Mr. Amit.
You can again share, ma'am. You can reshare the PPT now.
Yes, sir. I'm just continuing. Thank you. So coming to next one is about company secretaryship. So company secretaryship, again, you have legal and secretarial and corporate governance, corporate restructuring, foreign collaborations and joint ventures, arbitrations. Maybe for those students who are in the 9th and 10th standard level, this may sound to be a little different. This may sound to be very, very different, that they are very high level. Maybe I will share this PPT to your school. They may be able to share this to you at appropriate time. But these are broadly speaking coming into the company administration, overall company administration. Now these Government of India, Ministry of Company Affairs, Corporate Affairs have made it mandatory that any company having a capital base of 25 crores must have their own company secretary. So company secretary is the all end all of any company. He is ultimately responsible for the entire finance activities of the company. He is the one who is going to give complete information to the top management. He will be the one who will be liaising with the government for all these advisory, then all these policies, export import policies, etc. So it's a very, very crucial job, very crucial job. Company secretary combined with law is the most preferred course and highest paid job also. So that way, company secretary course is very, very important. Coming to next one is certified management accounting, which is previously called a CWA, Cost and Works Accountants of India. Now it has changed to certified management accountant. Now there may be many industries in and around Karur. There may be many factories in the near vicinity of Karur district. So your parents may be industrialists, your parents may be holding high position in factories, etc. In all the factory setup, in every factory setup, along with the production manager, then you have the other floor supervisors, etc. Who is most important is the certified management accounting, who will go for complete cost management. He will know how much of amount should be spent for producing every unit of the product. So he's without the knowledge of the cost accountant, the job will not be complete. That way it will be. So to that extent, it is very, very important. So cost accountant is another important course. The next one. Yes. The next course is, I'm so sorry, 1 minute. I think I have zoomed it for more. Yes. Is the screen clear or is it very small?
Clear, ma'am. It's visible now.
Amit sir, can you tell me as to how to clear this?
Ma'am, you can again reshare. You can stop sharing. Again, you can reshare the PPT.
Fine. Yes. Thank you, sir. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. CMA we completed, certified management accountant. What are all the functions, how they will do. Now going to the next one is, this is a very, very important scope, students and the parents. It's a very important area, the law profession. Please do not think law means a person will wear a black coat and then go stand in the court and saying your honor, trying to satisfy and other things. It is not that area alone. That area alone is not the profession now. The lawyer's scope is so wide, so wide. There are n number of the law areas where you get enormous employment opportunities, and like a chartered accountant or a company secretary, it is also going to be a lifelong profession. There is no end at all that way. So you have in law, you have the traditional ones like, civil law and criminal law, going in for settlement of the court, then going in for to the court and then settling it, etc. Then you have the corporate law, wherein you have enormous employment opportunities. Corporate law along with company secretary, you will be definitely a very big boon that way. And employment opportunities across the world. because this corporate law, you can join big four like EY or PwC, or you go for Deloitte and other companies, you get international job opportunities in the field of law, and with less strain than that of the software professionals and the engineering professionals. They go for indefinite working hours, whereas you go for a quality job, go for minimum time, earn maximum. So you have the international law firms who are appearing in the international courts also, and for so many other corporate issues. So the tribunals, so they appear. Then you have the taxation law, which is very, very important. Now with the GST, with being a very big thing, thanks to the government to have brought in all small indirect taxes into one big frame as goods and services tax, by which no tax evasion is possible. Government is constantly watching. Everything is covered under one law, and there cannot be anything without a bill, by which what happens, there are a lot of tax complaints is being violated, more job opportunities for the tax laws. So the lawyers who are into the practicing taxation, they are very much demanded nowadays. They don't have time that way. So they need more people to join this so that more cases can be taken up. So income tax tribunal, GST tribunal, then you have the labor law, then you have the international law, all these things. Then you have the patent law, then you have the intellectual property rights, which is a big course, and almost a person is paid up to 3 crores per annum for intellectual property rights. It's a part of the law course. It's a part of the law course, and which requires a lot of application. If you are inquisitive and logical, you have a lot of logical reasoning skills, yes, law is the best course. And in that you can specialize into any of these laws along with intellectual property rights. So that list is endless. As far as the law is concerned, list is endless. You can even go for further courses in foreign countries, and you can be a lawyer in international courts. You can defend the governments of different countries also by becoming a lawyer. So I have covered the maximum number of things in many of these courses. Fine. So I'm just going to stop sharing for you to say anything specific, what you want to ask me, any clarification you need.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Just I have one more. We have discussed very wide about degree courses and job.
Yes,
Some students, they would like to get to know, even when I had a discussion with children,
yes, sir.
what they want to get to know is, what will they learn in accountancy in +1, +2?
Accountancy.
And what will they,
yes, sir.
business studies and economics? Can you brief it just in a short way?
Of course, yes. So coming to class 11 accountancy, it is a fundamental one, but which will have a very current relevant ones. The students will be able to understand what do you mean by a journal or a ledger, what do you mean by currency, what do you mean by goods, purchases, sales, etc. Then how are bank transactions managed, then how are the errors rectified in business organizations. All these things will be covered in 11th standard. And we come across two different types of accounting system. One is a formal one and the other one is the informal one, what we call as incomplete records, what the petty shopkeeper maintains, etc. What most of us at home also we do. For example, I receive a salary of so and so, I spend some amount, what is on my hand is going to be, I call it as my savings. I don't take into consideration certain other things which are not taken at all. So that way, in 11th standard accountancy, it is going to be basics of accountancy. And in 12th standard, there will be a huge jump between 11th and 12th. 12th standard accountancy is at par with the second semester of the management B schools. To that extent, accountancy is very much elevated in the 12th standard. It is at par with the changes that are brought in by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India from time to time. So we adapt company accounts. The student will be able to understand and analyze the financial statements of companies. They can go for preparation of the comparative financial statements of big companies also. And thanks to CBSE, there is a project work both in 11th standard and 12th standard. At the 11th standard level, normally the students are expected to visit a bank, collect information and prepare a bank reconciliation statement. And in 12th standard, they are expected to visit a business organization, collect all the documents and analyze the results of the organization. That way the syllabus of 11th and 12th are very wide, sir. Coming to business studies in 11th standard, it is very easy to understand, like, wholesaler, retailer, a functioning of a departmental stores or a supermarket, how a business organization is started, what are the types of business organization, how business evolved from the Indus Valley civilization to the latest development, the LPG, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Economics of 11th and 12th is very, very vast, sir. It takes into consideration national income accounting. Then the macroeconomics deals with the law of demand, law of supply, enormous. And all these things, business studies, accountancy, and economics of 11th and 12th are covering about 50% of the CA, ACS, and CMA foundation courses. Most of our students have not gone for any professional coaching centers also for clearing even up to inter, because CBSE syllabus is so high. So a student is able to concentrate well on that. This child will be very comfortable. Straight up to inter they can do with less support from coaching centers. That way. Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. And there are institutions which are offering CA coaching classes even at the 12th standard level. ICAI makes it mandatory to register. I mean, registration with the ICAI can be done even with the 12th standard admission slip that you are a student of so-and-so school. But a student can write the foundation examination only after the result, the revised syllabus. Earlier with the admit card, the hall ticket, the child can write the entrance examination. Now the revised pattern makes it mandatory as a student should have completed class 12 to write the foundation course. I thought of going in detail with the CACS courses once the students make a choice of commerce groups. I feel at the 10th standard level, going deep into the preparation of CACS will be too high for them.
We'll have another session for this, especially. Sure,
sir. Sure. We can do. Definitely. Anything else? Sir?
Children, ma'am, you have anything to continue?
No, sir. I'm open to the question answers now.
Yes. Great. Children, you can ask your doubts, whatever the doubts you have or clarifications.
I could see one child, 6th standard child, Mithila is joining. So happy.
Yes, ma'am.
To be very, very frank and honest, if I can turn the camera, I should be able to show you my daughter's courses. She decided at the age of, when she was in 6th standard, that she wanted to become a CA. When the whole world was talking about biology and computer science, she told me, Amma, I want to be a CA. I did ask her, Ramya, you don't want to become a biology person, this and that. She said, Ma, I'm very clear. And at the age of 13, she said, Ma, I want to be a triple. I wonder, even at the 12th standard level, if a student knows what is called as a triple. And at the age of 22, she was a triple with all India ranks.
Excellent.
And this is for the information of the student, the total amount that I had spent for my daughter for the 3 professional courses, 1,50,000 only. And she got by way of stipend 1,72,000. So I had earned 22,000 by educating her to the 3 professional courses. And at the age of 21 and a half, she entered into the TVS group with 7.5 lakh pay package. Today, at the age of 31, she is drawing more than triple of what she joined at the age of 21. She is the vice president treasury of a big industrial giant.
Excellent.
At the age of 31, as a proud mother, as a proud teacher, seriously, this is what I want to share with all the parents. It is not science which matters. It is not engineering and medicine which will give you the scope. I can challenge very openly how many parents have not pledged their property to qualify their children in engineering and medicine lines. By God's grace, We have only gained by her, and she has not taken even 1 paise from us. If I am allowed, I think I will try showing you the camera, sir. Showing you the wall of fame. We
Sure,
call
ma'am.
it as wall of fame.
Please, please.
Yes.
It's a great inspiration.
I'll
Still
just
not there.
try. I'll just try. I don't know if because my camera length is very less. Are you able to see the certificate? I'm not able to focus it fully. This is a CA.
A little bit you can come a long shot also. You can see a lot of things there.
Completely, sir. This entire wall is her wall of fame. This is for the students. Please see the achievements that a child has made at the age of 21, 22. I think I will take a picture of it and I can share it so that it will be a motivating factor for others.
We'll share with the children, ma'am. Please make it.
Yes, sir. Just a minute, sir. I will share it to you, sir, after taking the picture.
Yeah.
So that this is only as a credit, not as my personal credit or anything. I feel everybody should take appropriate choice. Just a minute. I will try to share it.
Please.
Students, you have anything specific to clarify?
Students, we can ask. It's a great opportunity, great inspiration, a great mother as well as a very great teacher. That's the thing. Ma'am plays a dual role, her own daughter actually.
Yes, sir. And because of that only, I am able to talk so confidently. So confidently that this profession is really very, very good. That way. Just a minute, sir. I'll try to, sir.
Please share the PPT also. We'll share with children.
Yes, sir. PPT for sure I will share. I thought I'll just share the picture now.
Please.
I'm just trying, sir. 1 minute. Students, please bear with me for a minute. I will just do it now. We can share this presentation to the class 12 also, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It's very slow, little very slow. Just bear with me. Yes, it has come. Yes. Yes, sir. I just downloaded it. Sir, Amit sir, I think you have disabled me again from sharing the screen.
Yes, ma'am, I will make now.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Are you able to see the screen? I'm so sorry. I just took it this way. So I'm not able to fully take it.
Still, you can zoom and see. Students, we can very well zoom. Yeah, ma'am.
So, so on the right, you see the rank certificate. Anyway, I will take a proper picture of it and share it to you, sir. So this is a certificate from the CA Institute. So all these are the certificates. There are about 3, 6, 9 certificates, and one is the thing which came in the Manmangalam talk, Youngster Makes Merry, which is the appreciation by the local newspaper.
Speaking wall.
Yes, yes, yes. So I call it as wall of fame, and I make it a practice. Wall of fame. This is a wall of fame, and I make it a practice to show it to all my students of class 12 commerce to motivate them. To motivate them. So I say, I will tell them that your parents should take the credit. Externally, all of us can take the credit. Ultimately, it is the students who are going to enjoy the benefit. Yes, sir. Anything else?
Really, really great. The final touch is very, very sensitive and really motivating.
Yes, sir.
Children should get motivated. It's a great motivation.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Children, do you have anything to share? Okay, I think they, for terms of the wall, everything, let them, I think when they come to school, they share a lot. actually.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was so wonderful, living example, inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank
Such a
you so
nice
much.
session, ma'am. It has given a lot of pride in taking commerce.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because
Children
sometimes
will never feel that they have chosen commerce.
yes,
Still, they
sometimes
will
we
want
do
to
get
choose.
across, information from the parents and the students especially. Ma'am, everybody is asking why you are not getting science group. That is why you have taken commerce. Then some students, you are so brilliant. No, why have you taken commerce group? They don't understand that after finishing engineering graduates, they come to commerce line, doing MBA and trying to. One of my students used to tell, ma'am, yeah, the MBA level students are asking what is debit, what is credit, ma'am. It is so funny because ultimately finance is going to give them the food. That is the thing.
Ultimatum. That's ultimatum.
Yes, yes, yes. So thank you for giving me this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Really, we are blessed to have.
Yes, ma'am. It's a real blessing. Wonderful evening. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. I shall share the presentation to your WhatsApp window, sir.
WhatsApp, yes, ma'am. We'll share with you.
Yes.
Just a minute, we'll go formal word of thanks and conclusion.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Divya, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Satmika?
Yes, ma'am. Gratitude is the farthest blossom which springs from the soul. I call upon Mithilesh with his heart of gratitude to propose a vote of thanks.
It is my esteemed honor to propose the vote of thanks on this wonderful program. Firstly, I would like to thank the Lord Almighty for his countless blessings and making the day a magnificent one. Today, I am ecstatic to take the opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. First and foremost, I thank our chief guest, Srimati N. Sripriya. I thank her for her inspiring words. I thank our respected chairman and secretary for their motivation and remarkable support. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. We owe special gratitude to our principal for being a constant guiding force in all our endeavors. I thank all the students and parents of Grade 10 for their presence. Once again, I thank you all for your presence. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I leave?
Yes, ma'am. Please, please.
Thank you, sir.